So my next question is actually about your musical influences and also what artists would you kind of compare? Like I know you're in your own and you want to be your own artist and you don't really want to be like any artist in particular. But if you had to compare yourself to another artist, who would you compare yourself most to? I know you mentioned the Beatles, but
Nah, I don't think I'm like the Beatles in the sense where like I think of like maybe some of my songwriting, like the simplistic stuff of it may, some of like the ideas. But like honestly, like not even that. I mean, my influences are obviously like the Beatles and Ray Charles. Those are like my top two. But like I'm not really like them in the sense where like they've
like your
already,
sound,
yeah, like I make electronic dance music with
right?
like blaring sax over it. So I just love I'm more like a Grismatic or a Grizz or like a hybrid, because I'll actually play the songs that I make, so like instead of like a DJ, just like press and play or whatever, I'll have, analog sounds and I'll have stuff pre-programmed and I'll be playing stuff live and so I think I'm more along the lines of like an electronic act, even not even being like a DJ, so I'd say like Grismatic, which Big G is like a live electronic duo. It's like a saxophone and a drummer, you know what I mean? So it's mainly like whoever I hire for the tours or the shows or like the songs, it's like I just like to make something that, has a lot of energy or, kind of tells a story or, kind of things along those lines.
I got something for y'all. So I told him this last time I put him on. I don't know if he listened to this guy yet, but who I think he really reminds me of artistically, and what his music reminds me of is his artist named Francis and the Lights. He was actually on Chance the Rapper's album that everybody loved, Chance Three. What was the name of the album? It was
Oh
Chance Three, but
man.
then it had another name. But check out Chance Three and listen to like the first interlude in the album. It's like song number four. It's right after the song with um, "You Don't Want No Problems" with Lil Wayne and Two Chainz. He has an interlude on there, and it has Francis and the Lights on it. But he's really synthy. His music is really like alternative, but it's like fire, and he's like in his own lane. Francis and the Lights, but you definitely remind me of him, and it's
Thank you.
crazy because it's like he hasn't even heard of this guy, so it's not like he's influenced by him or he took anything from him. But you guys like y'all
Yeah,
have
I'm
the
sorry.
same
I
thing going on.
still didn't check them
Nah,
out.
yeah, we gonna check him out after this too. But nah, I got to throw because it kind of reminds me that I think he would like his music. But Francis and the Lights, he's actually signed to Kanye West. Good music. It's like this alternative artist, but he's really good. Um,
Good music is pretty awesome.
so what's your thoughts on the current like place in of the music industry? Like, what's your thought of on the music industry right now, currently? Like, with what's going on, the music that's out, the quality of it, and so on and so forth.
I mean, I think like things are changing so freaking quick. I remember going to the All Access Music Group, like Worldwide Radio Summit, and even back when I went to that, they were saying how, you know, oh, my daughter is going to take my job, like my label is going out of business, like this and that. I think everything's coming into like a private, more independent way of doing things. I think artists are, doing things because they're more in touch and they're more knowledgeable. So I think the game's changing a lot. You can work hard to promote anything, and over X amount of years, you can get it to where you want it. It just I think at the end of the day is an eyeball and a money thing.
Right.
So if you have the proper marketing to put it in front of those eyeballs, you've got that. You've got those goals that you're hitting, or if you're connected to those playlists or such, things of that such. So I think it's just about having the advantage with your knowledge, because if you know, things about labels and you have the connections to those labels, you don't even have to sign deals with those labels. You can just work together with those labels,
That's a fact. Distribution.
Distribution,
It's all about reaching the
promoting.
people.
Yeah,
It's
right.
not necessarily about, oh, I need to be signed to a major.
Right.
Uh, my final 3 questions. So, first thing I would like to ask you is, do you invest at all in real estate, stock market, anything like that?
I would say not as much as I would like to. However, Bitcoin and crypto, I think, are, some. If you've got the extra cash, I would say crypto and Bitcoin are definitely the way to go.
So you in the Bitcoin?
Just a tad.
Okay.
I dabble,
Yeah,
just
I'm
a
in
tad.
crypto too.
Yeah.
I got Coinbase and I got some Bitcoin in my Cash App wallet. Which Square is by the way, Square is the company that owns Cash App, and they also have a lot of those little. You could swipe your card on somebody's phone if somebody like has a pop up shop or like a little tip they're selling stuff out of. You go to online and go to Square. You can buy one of their little card readers, so you can like have your storefront like on the corner of a street. Literally make money off of somebody's debit card. So
no, damn.
But Square is a really good company. It's actually ran by CEO. His name is Jack Dorsey, the same guy that actually is the CEO of Twitter. So that's so crazy.
Oh, that's cool.
Twitter is doing great and Square is doing great. So definitely, almost everybody uses Cash App. So definitely try to get some Square. That's gonna be my stock of the week for episode 8. Get some Square stock. And on Cash App is where you can buy Bitcoin, like you said. Bitcoin is also a very good investment. You already know it's penny for your thoughts. You know what I'm saying?
It really
Trying
is.
to get y'all some pennies. So get your money up, not your funny up. But no. But all jokes aside, I like to always talk investments and finance and stuff with my guests. I am not a financial advisor. This is not investment advice. This is strictly entertainment. You gotta get that disclosure so I don't get sued by nobody in case it don't work out. But every investment is a risk, yes. But you definitely want to get your feet wet with whatever it is, whether it's real estate, stock market, start your own business, as we spoke on before. It's just good to be an owner, and you want to eventually reach a place of financial independence. You don't always want to be trading your time for money, as we do, at our 9 to 5s. Whatever job that is, even if you're getting paid a 6-figure check at your job, it's always nice to know I could get this 6-figure check on my own rather than having to report to somebody. Being an entrepreneur isn't for everybody. There's no shame in working a 9 to 5, but it's just another option. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I work a 9 to 5, but I also invest. So it's just something to consider, something to think about. I always like to have that conversation with my guests. So this is another one where we're just discussing different things with finance. But keeping things moving along, what's your future endeavors, future plans? I know you spoke on the tour. Can you reiterate that one last time, and anything else you got going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I got tour coming up October 2021, and that'll be pretty crazy. So I would imagine just like the preparation in that, and I am going to be releasing an album, so that'll be awesome. And I'll be just running the studio called the Hurdle Sound Lab, and just working on client sessions and new music. I think that's the.
I'm so sorry,
You're
guys.
good.
I forgot to actually mention that's a big plug. So, what is the name of the studio?
Studio is the Hurdle Sound Lab.
The Hurdle Sound Lab. Yes. So, and what's the Instagram? We could plug that right now.
The Hurdle Sound Lab.
Hurdle Sound Lab. Yes. So I'm glad we actually said it a couple of times, because that actually is a big thing. Like, we were talking about the studio and how he's an engineer and producer, but
it's where we're currently sitting.
Where we are, the actual name of his business is Hurdle Sound Lab. Definitely check it out on Instagram. I'll have it linked in the video description and right in the video, like right here. So Hurdle Sound Lab, he can mix your track up very nicely. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
He's done some work with me. We're actually going to do some future work on my next project, actually. So that's more to come. We'll talk about that later. But definitely check him out at the Hurdle Sound Lab. That's for artists, singers, rappers. You know what I'm saying? You guys want to come out, get some music done, get it done here.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Now that we're talking about social media, can you give us your social social media links.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram, both at Edalo Music. So,
Either music.
Edalo Music.
Edalo music.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So check him out on Instagram, Facebook. You got a YouTube.
Yeah, you can go to my Edalo Vivo. So
he got a Vivo, so you know he's official. He's coming at you like that. And then also, he got music, of course, on all the streaming platforms. Apple Music, Spotify. So check him out. You know what I'm saying? Give him a listen. I'll give him some feedback, and also be on the lookout for his upcoming album. All right, so guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. But you know how we do on Opinion for Your Thoughts. We really like to take care of our guests, make sure we treat them. Send them on their way with something that they can hold on to. A little bit of cash, compensate them for their troubles. We're not really ballers and shot callers around here. I don't know if you ever heard of I don't know if you ever heard of the Late Registration album by Kanye when they were in the fraternity broke five broke, where it's broke flat broke. We ain't got it. Well, that's how we are at Penny for Your Thoughts. We give you a penny for your thoughts.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? I wish I could pay my guests what they're owed, because I definitely believe all of my guests are very valuable in their work. But what we do is we give you a penny for your thoughts, just like the title tells you. So you can't say you weren't warned. You go on a podcast called A Penny for Your Thoughts.
I wish I had some penny loafers on. You can put the penny right in.
Yeah, but it's been real. You had a good conversation between myself and Edalo.
Thanks for having me.
As I said before, check him out on his social media. Check him out on his new album coming, and check him out on tour. So it's been real, brother.
Hey, brother. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Peace.